get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, hurry!
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Darnold now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hug.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Right side, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going for it. Darnold. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is fielded inside the 5. .153 remaining in this first half of play. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. That is just one of the many games we'll be watching here in the final week of the NFL season. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Darnold Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Young lady, this thing is a loss. We taking wins.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to look deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out. The back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
80 weapon. Monday.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Middle. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 13.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Watch 54. 3 buzz. Check safety. Check Nick.
Monday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.